You know, question I get asked a lot, just out of curiosity what your answer would be on this, is should I manage the property myself to save the property management fee and increase my cash flow? So I work with newer investors buying their first or second, and I get that question all the time. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Utah is the do-it-yourself state, right?
That's right.
You know, and I can understand, hey, you wanting to save a buck. And I would say, first 7 or 8 years of my career, I recommended everybody should self-manage. Learn how to do it. Join the Utah Apartment Association. You know, get educated. Get an evictions attorney on retainer, right? Like,
Yeah.
Get the forms and go through, make the mistakes, because then you know how to repair your place, right? You know the materials to put in.
Yep.
What to paint or what not to do. Don't over-improve it. All these different facets. And what I found is the learning curve is kind of steep.
Yes.
What I found is that I would say a lot of people are too nice, right? They take advantage of, and no offense to renters, but very slick. Like they have problems managing money, right? And so that's typically why they are renters. And so when they have a problem, they're going to go to you. And if you cave and you give them an extra month for free, I'll send their month back. And so being too nice really actually kicks you in the butt. So I would say hire a property manager, a pro, because there's things like fair housing. There's things like companion animals. And you could say no pets. It could actually hurt you. It could be actually a legal situation that you're creating. And so they're going to be more efficient than you're going to be. They're going to have software and ability for the tenant to pay, and they're going to have staff members that can do the repairs. And they're going to have probably pre-negotiated prices for water heaters or maintenance calls or things like that. And so there's just things you can't do. And so if you want to do it and you want to spend the time, great, do it. But just understand, when we talk about opportunity costs, you're saying yes to something else, which means you have to say no to another opportunity that may come.
Right.
And if you're not even educated, you don't even know what to seize, right?
Right.
And so you're just trying to do it yourself. You got this job, you got your kids, you're trying to manage the property. An opportunity that comes down the pipe, you can't even get up to the plate to swing because you're too busy doing something else. It's really a low dollar activity.
Yep, I totally agree. Usually one of the things that I'll share with people is hire a property manager first, learn from them what they're doing, you know, go through several scenarios where you have to get an eviction, see how they handle it, and then learn from their actions and duplicate it if it's something you choose to eventually take over at one point.
You might hire the wrong property manager.
That's so true.
So just remember,
I've done that.
You kind of have to manage the manager.
Yeah.
And I would rather do that, right?
Absolutely.
I'd rather look at a report, have a call once a month for 10 minutes than spend 15 hours in a month doing something somebody else can do for $15, $20 an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, very cool. We're going to jump to commercial, but definitely stay tuned because Justin has a nightmare story that he's going to share with us. And, you know, one of the things I love is learning from other people's mistakes versus my own. So nightmare stories typically are someone making a mistake, and I love to hear the lesson, and the listeners can also learn from someone else's mistake and the lesson to be learned. So stay tuned. With smartphones and technology making life a little easier, the Snap Leash has also been designed to make life a little easier for you and your pup. Whether you're out on a stroll in the park or possibly a walk through the city, or maybe even a hike up in the mountains, the Snap Leash is the perfect leash for you. The Snap Leash can easily and conveniently convert into 7 leashes, making the Snap Leash the most convenient leash in the world. What other leash do you know that is 7 leashes in one? With Snap Leash having appearances on the Today Show in New York City, TV 47 in Dallas, Texas, and ABC 4 on Midday, Utah, you are definitely going to want to take a peek at what the Snap Leash can do for you and your best friend. Make life a little easier for you and your pup, and visit www.snapleash.com today.